The one and only from Sydney, Nova Scotia, Frankie MacDonald. How you doing today,
I'm doing
Frankie?
great so far. There's a desert like heat headed for Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, Vancouver, British Columbia this Saturday and the Sunday. It's going to bring super hot weather.
Hey, did you hear that there was like an isolated, what would it be called, a tornado in
Yes.
southern Quebec? It
And they get a
destroyed many
snowstorm up in
houses.
the Iqaluit. They get snow in Nunavut. In Nunavut region in Quebec, they get bigger snowstorm.
I can see that. I'm looking at the map, Frankie, and it's like above Quebec, Nunavut, way up north. There's tons of snow, and then it's meeting with the hot, warm weather is all along the coast of the eastern United States, right?
Yes.
And
Then
so
they got it.
what's happening right now between like Nunavut and Quebec and all that?
All the moisture's going all the way down the eastern United States, all the way down to Mexico and Central America. There's a whole lot of rain coming off the coast of Africa. Plus, they get really, really, really bad sandstorm in the Sahara Desert. Killing a lot
Okay.
of tropical moisture because sandstorm is so bad in Algeria, Libya, Egypt, Morocco, Niger, Chad, Mali, and all these places. In Sudan.
So today is June the 23rd, 2021. I'm Jack from Montreal, and this is Frankie MacDonald.
Yes,
We do this every Wednesday.
yes, over in northern Russia, northwestern Russia, winds are so high there, bring a lot of rain in northern Russia, like Murmansk, Russia, to bring a whole lot of rain in Poland.
It was really warm here for a while, Frankie, finally, and
Yes,
last
and
night it went
there's
down
a
to
whole
like,
lot of rain off the coast of Japan and southern China. Bring lots of rain in France and Central Africa, like Congo, Uganda, Cameroon, all these countries. They're bringing a lot of rain all across Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam, and all these countries. They're bringing lots of rain in southern Australia because it's their winter time.
it went down to 11 degrees last night Celsius. What's that in Fahrenheit?
That's over 40 Fahrenheit.
So it's pretty cold, eh? It got a little bit cold. The heating went on in some places, like in the homes, the people put their heating on last night.
There's so much snow up in Nunavut right now.
And I can see that storm we were talking about last week. Norway still has a lot of rain, right? Finland and Norway.
Yes,
But right now in the desert, you're saying it's very, very dry, and the sand is going to blow over to United States and
yes,
do some pollination over there.
yeah.
Isn't it cool that the sand blows all the way across the Atlantic Ocean? That's a long journey.
It's a long journey,
What's the weather like in Nova Scotia today?
but it's still humid out in Nova Scotia. A wind shift in the west in Halifax already. It's going to shift to the west in Sydney soon enough. In Hamilton, Bermuda, it's still coming from the southwest. Up around Central America, they're bringing lots of rain right now.
Here's a cool question for you, Frankie. What is your prediction for winter 2021
It's going to be a lot
2022?
of storms all across east and west. It's in the United States going to be stormy all over the world.
And how you doing, Frankie? How's your week?
Great so far. Did you hear about that? It's going to be earthquake. Vancouver might get a 9.0 magnitude earthquake.
Did you tell me just the other day that Vancouver's going to be getting a heat wave?
Yes, desert heat wave.
Wow. Is it going to be like the what's the valley called again in America?
Death Valley.
Death Valley. Yeah, it's going to be like that or not as hot, eh?
Not as hot as Death Valley.
That's the hottest place in the world.
Yeah,
And you have a friend that lives in the coldest place in the world.
whole lot.
How's Bolok doing?
He's doing good so far. It's getting really, really hot where he lives now in Siberia.
What's happening over in Asia right now?
Causing a lot of rain in Southeast Asia, like Indonesia and all these places. And the Philippines and Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam, Thailand, and Myanmar and all these places. India, Bangladesh. India's in the monsoon season now.
What about Russia?
Bring lots of rain in Russia going on right now. In northwestern Russia's winds are so strong.
I'm just enjoying some lemonade here, Frankie. What kind of
Jeff
drinks do you
Bezos is
like
going
when
up in
it's...
space next month.
Who's doing space next month?
Jeff Bezos.
Okay. Oh, that's the Amazon guy, right? The
Yes.
ex-Amazon guy. I'm pretty slow. I don't know what's going on anymore, Frankie. Frankie, what are your... how are things like opening up in Sydney, Nova Scotia? Are you going back to the mall soon? What's happening?
Gradually opening up.
Have you been to the mall yet? No?
And I don't know. And did you hear about that in places like in Syria? And then there's a Delta Plus variant identified in India.
So even though people have been getting even sometimes their second dose, it is still possible for things to get out of hand. People need to be careful. What advice do you have for
That
people?
means the whole world might go into lockdown, the entire planet.
Yeah, because everyone's just really, really eager to get back to work and to go
What
out and
about
have fun.
Antarctica? Might even get Delta Plus variant. Even Antarctica.
As I was saying on the phone to you before, Frankie, Quebec was at red, and then we went down to yellow, and on Monday coming, we're going down to green. So things are opening.
Because Delta Plus variant, that's for people to take Chinese vaccines.
I saw that Nova Scotia had its first day of no cases of coronavirus. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm going to be on the Cape Breton Post. They interview me this afternoon.
That's right. And when I came to meet you, Frankie, on the way home, we went around the Cabot Trail and I picked up the newspaper. I've got a copy of that newspaper. It looks really good. So you're going to be in it soon, right?
Yes.
What kind of things did they ask you?
That means COVID-19 probably go on for decades and decades and decades. Even lockdowns will go on for decades and decades and decades.
When you do an interview for the newspaper, how does that work?
Great. The lockdown might even go for decades and decades and decades. What does that mean? That means Elon Musk would have to separate people, half of the people from Earth.
Is he going to send Frankie and Base Guy up to Mars?
That means Elon Musk. What does that mean?
Elon Musk, that means that he would try to send some scientists and things like that up into space. I don't know.
That means space might even get Delta Plus variant too.
Yeah, anywhere. Because the virus, how does the virus work? How do viruses at work, Frankie?
Viruses could go to other planets too.
What can we do to prepare ourselves if there's going to be more lockdowns?
Stay calm in the whole universe.
But so far, the vaccine's been pretty good, eh? What do you have to say, or what do you think about people that don't want to take the vaccine?
They're a bunch of conspiracy theorists.
Like triangles and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Not making fun of anybody, but I think they said that 75% of people have taken the vaccine. So
what happens if you travel back in time? Just imagine a vaccine went in full production in March 2020 in the first place. What does that mean?
Hey, I got news for you. What if the people who don't take the vaccine are right?
That'd be bad news.
That'd be bad news for the world. So I hope that it's good that we're taking it. When are you going to get your second vaccine, you think, Frankie?
Don't know yet. There's a deadly heat wave for Portland, Oregon, starting on Sunday. It's going to be a desert heat wave, not a normal heat wave. This is a desert heat wave.
A desert heat wave. Totally, totally dry. You need water or you can die.
That's going to trigger a whole lot of fires in British Columbia, Washington, Oregon.
Okay, so they're going to get dry and we're wet over here on the East Coast, right?
Yeah, they're bringing so much rain in southern states.
So to wrap things up, Frankie, I really enjoyed today. What is your forecast for the weather in North America this weekend?
World. It's going to be a lot of rain all across the eastern United States. There's snow in northern Quebec. And Russia, northwestern Russia, there's been a whole lot of rain. Say when Sweden, Finland, all these places. And it's supposed to be a lot of rain in Africa, South America,
wow,
Central America, and Southeast Asia. They're bringing a lot of rain lately in southern Australia.
So
even
here,
Antarctica, it's dark 24 hours a day there.
Thanks for today, Frankie. Anything you want to say before we go?
Best luck there. I'm Frankie McDowell. You're listening to Base Guy Radio Show.
Thank you, Frankie. A new Frankie MacDonald and Base Guy Show video every single Wednesday.